Kennedy. The True Story Views, Dallas, Texas. This paper right here, he must have learned something that someone didn't want him to know. That's what he must have learned. And perhaps he was going to say something. Hello there, Judy. Perhaps he was going to say something. By the way, I looked at the comments for my whole entire YouTube channel. I only got 10 comments within 1 hour. Of all the videos on the channel, they only allowed 10 comments to come through. This channel is being blocked. I must have some kind of knowledge of something, or perhaps the majority of the people in this channel have some kind of knowledge of something that something out there doesn't like being talked about. And it could be a wide array of anything. It really could be. Hello. Oh, you like this color? Thank you. I used to wear this shirt all the time. I really did. Hello, Frank Honey in Louisiana. Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much love in this. Or Louisiana River, Mississippi man, a Louisiana woman. Something like that song. It just popped in my mind. Now I want to look at this. This is the place that Ken wanted to visit when he visited my sister. And I wonder if we see anybody that looks curious. Anybody that looked like a man in black hat. It really does. Could have been a man in black there. But we don't know. We don't. And there's this window right here. Let's look at this. Aye, that's right. It's the, yes. Oh, Lord have mercy. If you can read cursive, then this is for you. That may be a cursive was, did you notice how they were like getting rid of cursives? Let's see if I can read this letter right here. The L.H. Oswald, U.S. Marine Corps. January the 30th of 19, what? January the 30th of what? 19, Fort Worth, Texas. Dear sir, I wish to call the attention to something about which you may have personal knowledge, since you are a reliant Fort Worth as I am. This is Lee Harvey Oswald. So Mr. JFK, I've never done a video on John Fitzgerald Kennedy. I haven't. Hello. Yeah, they're not teaching cursive in school. Wonder why. They don't want to do it. Well, it's going to be like some of those writings you see in ancient history that nobody can decipher because they quit teaching it. It's going to be a forgotten language and nothing to show it. Hello, Susan Donahue, honey. You are a resident of Fort Worth here, Linda B, honey. In November of 1958 or 1958, an event was, ill something. I can't read that. In the Fort Worth newspapers concerning a person who had gone to the Soviet Union. So that's a scar. Soviet Union to do something for a short time. To reside for a short time. This is a letter from Lee Harvey Oswald or something. This person in something to question put to him, let's see that, by, I guess, I don't know what that word is. I can hardly read this type of cursive. In Moscow, criticized a certain facet of American life. The story was blown up into another turncoat, something, you all can't read it, sensation. With the vault, hold on, I don't like the I need a pencil. I need a pencil. Oh, I think there's one in this folder. Is this in the blue folder? You need to have the blue. It's in the blue folder. Okay. To a certain, we got suspicion. With suspicion, we can't go on together with suspicious eyes or lies. It's ridiculous. You're in West Virginia and you can read terrible writing having worked for doctors. It's so hard to read this writing. I can't truly make it out. That's okay. They did this as a Lee Harvey Oswald something with the vault. Okay. They stepped into another turncoat sensation with something leaked to the Navy Department. It gave this person a belated dishonorable discharge, although he had something reviewed or received an honorable discharge after 3 years of service on oh my gosh, look at that date. Wow. 1959 at El Toro Marine Corps Base in California. That's really interesting. An honorable discharge, they said. These are the something. Oh, these are the basic facts of my case. I have and always had the full sanction of the U.S. Embassy in Moscow, USSR, and hence the U.S. government, inasmuch as I am returning to the USA in this year with the aid of the embassy. Bring with me my family, since I married in Russia. If you're just tuning in, the JFK must have came about some kind of information, stepped on somebody's toes, found out something, because obviously he was a THREAT, right? Hello. Let's do this. So he got in the Russia. I shall employ all the means to right this gross mistake of injustice to a bona fide U.S. citizen and an ex-serviceman. The U.S. government has no charges or complaints against me. I ask you to look into this case and take the necessary steps to repair the damage done to me and my family. Information, I would direct you to consult the American Embassy, Chinooki Street, 1921, Moscow, USSR. Thank you, Oswald. The letter from Lee Oswald to Governor John Connally about the dishonorable discharge which Oswald had received. Yeah. I never watched anything. I never was anyone who does this, but let's look at this picture. Came from Ken when he visited my stepdad, who has since passed. He visited Dallas-Fort Worth. It was the one place he had always wanted to go, was in Dallas-Fort Worth. Look at the license plate, GG 300. I wonder what GG 300 meant, because that's what it's on the license plate. Okay, we have people, there's the trees, there's the men who ride on the side, there's police officers, a photographer. A photographer, James Outgens, took this historic photograph just seconds after an assassin fired the shots that killed President Kennedy. The president's left arm has just jerked up convulsively. Miss Kennedy's gloved hand reaches out for support. Behind the tree stands the white facade of the Texas Book Depository building where the shots were fired from. There's the number 6 floor window, and the Lyndon Johnsons are riding in the 3rd car. The Lyndon Johnsons are in the 3rd car. You all see this right here? Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that join button. I'm going to hit that subscribe button. Yeah. They've only given this channel 10 comments within 1 hour. That's how they're doing it. No, they don't want nobody talking. See, the less you talk, the better off it is. That's why they don't like you to get a comment. So if you think of that, one comment, it's like every maybe, I don't know, 5.5 minutes, they allow one comment on my whole entire YouTube channel. And I'm not lying. The analytics, I just looked at them, one comment of all the videos, of all of them. Okay, we're looking, that's me. Hello. Okay, we got the Lee Harvey Oswald. If you all know about this, do you think that he was guilty? Do you think that he was innocent? Do you think that he was framed? I never really studied any of it. A good day. Yeah. No, interesting. It's interesting that someone on another channel of the Tube last year mentioned about being on the lookout for the 19th. And yesterday, you talking about JD, the nice looking guy by a fellow sailor, started be on the lookout for this September. You talking about the nice looking guy? And he is nice looking. He's not ugly. He's not whatever. He's a nice looking young man, kept together, and he's got his stuff together. He's got his stuff together. That's what we're talking about. Framed him. Okay. Where did the fatal headshot? Oh, somebody else tried to get hit on the head. Where did the fatal headshot come from? See, look at this. There is that right there. I wonder if it happened to the right side of his head. The driver did it. Here's the building. Does this look similar to the building that they said, what floor, or was that the person was supposed to have been on the top floor? There was many shots fired recently or something like that. It's the same playlist. The commission exhibit number 350, the cracked windshield of President Limousine. Look at that. It's a cracked windshield of it. Days before he was assassinated, had a passionate speech about the immediate future dangers of the, wow. Well, he got taken out. Somebody took him out. November the 22nd of 1963. They're going down the road, you all. That's what's happening. There's a lot of you all who have studied it. Wow. That is, and then you have 3 people, 1, 2, 3, standing there. There's no like button on this video. Does anybody else see a like button on this video? If there's no like button, then they just took it away for this video. And I don't know if it's a human moderator doing it or not. Not on my channel, but a Google content moderator, a human one, and or AI. It's one or the other. Mother. Hello, you just tuning in? Yeah, further proof that the recent attempt was false. Yeah. Winter, there is a like button. Some people don't get a like button. But we're going to look at this because there is, are you all seeing any similarities into this stuff like this? Oh, ho, ho. The commission exhibit This right here is a video. I'm looking at a newspaper. We're looking at a newspaper which I have never laid eyes on. I have never opened this newspaper. I have never studied a JFK thing or anything, but we're looking at the evidence that came from I guess, something. And this came from my stepdad, Ken, when he went to Dallas and he really enjoyed himself. He enjoyed himself so much. Let me show you a picture of my stepdad, Ken. I got a picture of him where he got on the bull and he put on the cowboy outfit, just to let you know that this was my stepdad and my mom's trip to Dallas Fort Worth to visit a historical site. This is a historical site, and I want to show you that. He had a wondrous time. And you know what's really interesting? See, this is Billy Bob's Fort Worth Stockyards. You see that right there? We're going to look at that. I just want to verify that this was a vacation, which he had all his whole entire life. That was the one place he always wanted to go visit. Now we're talking about JFK, which I've never talked about. He always wanted to visit that his whole entire life. He wanted to walk down the streets. He just wanted to visit it. So we're going to look at my stepdad, Ken. God bless his soul. He was a wonderful man, a wonderful dad. And we're going to look at his picture. There's my stepdad, Ken. He went and he got on that bull, and he was so happy. He wanted to go there. He was a wonderful, wonderful man. Oh, Ken, you got to go to the one place you always wanted to go. You did. He did. Yeah. So he wanted to go there. This is what this is about. Let there be no mistakes. People, Gina, Tony, what are you talking about? It was a trip, and he wanted to go there. This is the commission. The commission exhibit number 1303, the rifle which killed President Kennedy. Oh, what is this right here? This is something. Applicant, please note. 3-5 something. I don't know what this thing is. I guess this is an applicant to get something. Commission Exhibit 791, Oswell's application for a post office box. United States Marine Certificate of Service, Armed Forces of the United States. This is to certify that Lee James Hiddle honorably served on active duty in the United States Marine Corps. Was that his name? What is that? Was that the same person that we're talking about right here, you are? Because I don't know. That's supposed to be Oswell's application. Did he go by? We are watching distractions as the news is spreading. And what type of news is spreading? Ika, honey? Yeah, that was his real name? Yeah. You was born after Kennedy. Okay, we got that. Let's keep going. Okay, let's see who this is right here. Oh my gosh, the Selective Service System. Notice of classification. Selective service number. James Hiddle. Alex James Hiddle. I'm so confused. Is this person? Is that person this person? That's what I want to know. Who is that person and who is this person? Are they the same? Can you tell me if they're the same people, or is it a whatever? Hello there, Natalie. Yeah, I want to know if we're talking about the same people with the same person, but with totally different names. That's what I want to know, because I don't know now at this point. I've only heard the one name. And I know they're blocking the comments. Please stop blocking the comments on here. I cannot see any more comments going up the screen, going up the screen. They were different avatars. Yeah. Yeah, don't come on here and play. Do I look like I'm playing? I'm having a serious conversation. Thank you, Apple Brooks, honey. Yeah, this is weird. They don't want the comments. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up. Okay, this is okay. We got some avatars or something. I don't know what it is going on. Seaport Traders. Oh, yeah. Seaport Traders. Los Angeles, California. A.J. Hiddle. All right. A.J. Hiddle. They got this. Commission exhibit, the pistol which killed somebody, Officer Tippett. Michael exhibit, shipping invoice for a pistol. Bashar convened, why, JFK. Oh, wow. So this is fair play for Cuba. What? Fair play for Cuba Committee, New Orleans chapter, L.H. Oswald, June the 15th, 1963. Yeah. Yeah. No cursing and no cursing. Don't be cursing. We're reading this paper. We're reading this paper. This is really interesting. So we have this something, an Italian something, $12. $12. Fingerprint and palm print evidence establishes that the Oswald handled 2 of the 4 cartons next to window and also handled a paper bag which was found near the cartons. He was seen in the vicinity of the southeast corner of the 6th floor approximately 35 minutes before the assassination and could be found. Who saw Oswald anywhere else in the building until after the shooting? An eyewitness to the shooting immediately provided a description of a man in the window which was similar to his actual appearance. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. So he could have had a clone. He had a look-alike. This is really interesting. This is interesting. A nearby window. I've never heard this story before. I really haven't. The witness identified Oswald in a lineup as the man most nearly resembling the man he saw, later identified as Oswald. Okay, immediately. Oswald's known action in the building immediately after the assassination are consistent with his having been at a southeast corner window of the 6th floor. The 6th floor at 12:30. At 12:30 p.m. on the 6th floor. On the basis of these findings, the commission has concluded the Oswald at the time of the assassination was present at the window from which the shots were fired. Officer J.D. J.D. Do you see that? The J.D. Vance. We got a J.D. Vance. Now we got Officer J.D. I don't believe in coincidences. I really don't believe in coincidences at all. Wow, a J.D. Do you think all this stuff going on in the world goes way back then? Do you think so? Because let's look at this. And, that's right. Oh, my gosh. Let's see this. Hands off Cuba. Join the fair play for Cuba Committee, New Orleans chapter. Frank, honey, this is in Louisiana. Are you on here, Frank, honey? We're talking about Louisiana. We are. Yeah. LH. This is really interesting. I'm going to get to have and somebody else, if you've never heard about this happening, that's right. The killing of the patrolman, J.D. Tippett. After leaving the depository building at the at 12:33, he proceeded in his rooming house by bus and taxi, and he arrived approximately at 1 p.m. and left a few minutes later, about 1:16 p.m. A Dallas police officer, J.D. Tippett, was shot less than 1 mile from Oswell's rooming house. In deciding whether Oswell was killed, Patrolman Tippett, the commission decided the possible identification of the killer by 2 witnesses who saw the shooting and 7 eyewitnesses who heard the shots and saw the gunman flee the scene with a revolver in his hand. So why would they get rid of him? Why did they get rid of him? That's what I'm wondering. You all listen. We're trying to read this newspaper because my stepdad took a trip there. He always wanted to go to there and see that place. He did. It was one of his dreams. One of his things. He never got to go nowhere in his life. He truly didn't. But he got to go there. Okay, we're going to see it. The positive identification. Okay, in deciding whether Oswell killed the patrolman Tippett, the commission considered the following: the positive identification of the killer by 2 witnesses who saw the shooting and 7 eyewitnesses who heard the shots and saw the gunman flee the scene with a revolver in his hand. Testimony of firearm identification experts establishing the ownership of a murder weapon. 3, evidence establishing the owner of the murder weapon. And 4, evidence establishing the ownership of a zipper jacket found along the path of flight taken by a gunman from the scene of the shooting to the place of arrest. This jacket belonged to Lee Harvey Oswald. Marina Oswald stated her husband owned only 2 jackets, one blue and the other gray. The blue jacket was found in the Texas School Book Depository and was identified by Marina Oswald as her husband's. Marina Oswald also identified Commission Exhibit number 162, the jacket found by Captain Westbrook, as her husband's second jacket. If you're just tuning in, hello. Yeah, they made that shot. I don't know anything about it. I don't. Oh, so we're going to look at this newspaper. You're just tuning in. What is this? Oh, they're pointing to something with a pencil or something right here. Shots that missed. So we got some people looking on the ground right here. Yeah. How many bullets were there? So they're looking and they're taking evidence. There is Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street. Remember that movie? Nightmare on Elm Street? Yeah. Unidentified man picks up a bullet. It's an assassination site. Direct bullet strike in Chrome. Google Chrome. Above windshield of president's limousine. A policeman checks a spot where one of the bullets struck. So white helmet. It is the white hat. It's a white helmet. Someone else had a white helmet that was on the stage. And I think it had black around it, but that was the fireman. Okay, now we have these people right here. Oswald is under arrest, and did Oswald act alone? So here he looks like he got beat up. He looks like he's shocked. They got some microphones here. Yeah. Okay, well, let's look at this. We're just looking. This is, you're just tuning in. Welcome. Please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I've never seen anything about this. I really haven't. Never investigated it, and I don't have to. This came from my stepdad's trip to Dallas with my mom. I think a couple years ago, maybe longer. And this was, we went to Billy Bob's, Texas, Fort Worth, Stockyards. The commission has reached the following conclusions concerning the killing of Oswald by Jack Ruby on November the 24th of 1963. What happened? The killing of Oswald. Did Oswald die? Okay. Ruby entered the basement of the Dallas Police Department shortly after 11:17. There's the number 17, and killed Lee Harvey Oswald at 11:21. Is this on the same day as this thing right here happened, you all? We have 117 people with a thumbs up. So did this happen the day that it happened? Although the evidence on Ruby means of entry is not conclusive, the weight of the evidence indicates that he walked down the ramp leading from Main Street to the basement of the police department. There is no evidence to support the rumor that Ruby may have been assisted by any member of the Dallas Police Department in the killing of Oswald. 1121 AK-32. Yeah. MZK, what do you mean Patsy? I keep seeing the word Patsy. Why you keep saying Patsy? What's Patsy got to do with this? The Dallas Police Department's decision to transfer Oswald to the county jail in full public view. You see that? The Dallas Police Department's decision to transfer Oswald to the county jail in full public view was unsound. The arrangements made by the police department on Sunday morning, only a few hours before the attempted transfer, were inadequate. Of critical importance was the fact that the news media representatives and others were not excluded from the basement even after the police were notified of threats to Oswald's life. These deficiencies contributed to the death of Lee Harvey Oswald. Was there a conspiracy? Was Oswald a part of it? Oh, you know what I just saw when I looked at that? I saw the word patriot. When I looked down at that, the word patriot jumped out at me. It did. I saw those letters and I thought, why are they calling him a patriot? It popped in my mind. The word patriot did. I saw part of it. Oswald was murdered by Jack Ruby. There's the thing. You just tuning in and just reading a newspaper. Oh no, I hope this is, y'all, this might be a long video. It might be longer than what it is right now. It will be longer than what it is right now because I've already opened up the newspaper. I got to look through the rest. I can't just leave myself hanging there. Sounds like they were getting rid of the evidence. Hello. No. The Warren Commission. The Warren Commission. Is that Gerald Ford? Does that look like Gerald Ford? I don't know who that is. Wow. We got him on the wall. Wow. Warren Commission. You can see the whole paper. We found no evidence of conspiracy. The commission concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald, acting alone, murdered President Kennedy and also wounded the governor, John B. Connally of Texas. Is this name in the news? Have you heard the last name Connolly in the news lately? Moments after the assassination, a motorcycle policeman was photographed standing in the concrete welling of the railroad overpass. Just a few feet from his location was the storm. The storm is upon us. Drain. We're going to drain the swamp from where the fatal headshot could have been fired. Many people ran to this location after the shooting. Why? One of the first police radio responses was to get someone up on the triple underpass and to check out the rail yards, the rally yards, the rail yards. Somebody got up there and people got right there. 33-degree Masons. Oh, what on earth is this? What? Wanted for treason. I'm not saying nothing. This man is wanted for treasonous activities against the United States, betraying the Constitution, which he swore to uphold. He is turning the sovereignty of the U.S. over to the communist-controlled United Nations. He is betraying our friends in Cuba, Cantanga, Portugal, and befriended our enemies, Russia, Yugoslavia, and via Poland. He has been wrong on innumerable issues affecting the security of the U.S., United Nations, Berlin Wall missile removal, Cuba wet deals test ban treaty. Well, I'm so very thankful that I went to the Berlin Wall. It was in, when did we go live in Berlin? In West Berlin, my husband was stationed at Tempelhof Central Airport. And it was around the year 1999. And while we were over there, the wall came down. And when the wall came down, it was illegal to spy on East Germany. The West Germans could no longer spy on East Germany. And so my husband's career field, he was a 1 in 671. He was a crypto-Germanic linguist. He was he had to take German language at the Presidio of Monterey, which was outside of Fort Ord in Maryland. And he had to take 2 months of Russian also. And then after he finished all his schooling, we went to Berlin, Germany, Tempelhof Central Airport. This is really interesting. I'm so glad I got to go to a historical place. He has been enforcing communist registration laws. He has given support and encouragement to the communist-inspired racial riots. He has illegally invaded a sovereign state with federal troops. He has consistently appointed anti-Christians to federal office, upholds the Supreme Court in its anti-Christian rulings. Aliens and known communists abound in federal offices. He has been caught in fantastic lies to the American people. Somebody don't want me to talk. Wow. Including personal ones like his previous marriage and divorce. Well, they went after him. They did. But why him? Why him? Is this really true? Is this what they did to him? If you are a historian and you have studied this right here, did they do that to him? Because I have no idea. I don't know about it. Oh, let me see. These were posted on telephone poles along the motorcade route. Oh my gosh. A sitting president in his car, the motorcade route, and they posted them on the telephone poles along the motorcade route. Oh, it's a very heavy energy. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up. We're reading a newspaper that my stepdad, Ken, when he went to Dallas, he always wanted to go to Dallas, Fort Worth. He has since again passed, but he went to this museum. There he is riding that buffalo. Well, it's not a buffalo. I thought it was a buffalo. Riding that, the buck moon. The buck moon. So he's riding a cow that bucks. Wow, you all, the buck moon. Ken is on the cow, and we just had the buck moon. Or a bull, whatever you want to call it. So we got the buck, and we have the what is that? The white buffalo. Buffalo? Something? Yeah, it's got this. Okay, now look, we got a single bullet. Yes. You will not get English to Spanish until the video's over, and then it will be the algorithm that decides whether the translations will even, the closed captions will even be available. Single bullet theory. The bullet from the assassin's gun was 60, that looks like 60 feet. Unless that's too, it's supposed to be 60 inches high. It was, it would have went right here. That's Kennedy. And here is Connolly. It went, the bullet hole in the shirt is 5 3/4 of an inch below the collar. The bullet hole with the tie knot is that distance right there. The entry near the right armpit is right there. The exit under the right nipple, right wrist shattered. The 5th rib was shattered. This is Connolly. And the wound in the left thigh. So is this what's supposed to have happened? The bullet went that way, then went that way, then went that way, and then went that way, and then went that way, and went. Do the bullets jump around like that? Is that what they're saying? The remarkable path of the pristine bullet, according to the Warren Commission. Well, then it was a computerized bullet. It was remote controlled. If it was a single bullet, it was like, it would have to be like those weapons that the military guided. It would have to be a guided missile, a guided bullet. It would have to be a guided bullet if that was the case. It would. But that's what happened. Oh, wow. The Warren Commission's lone assassin rests on the idea of a single bullet acting in the manner described in this diagram and remaining virtually intact afterward. Wow, there's the bullet. Here's the police officer. Here is the magic bullet. CE 399. The pristine bullet that the Warren Commission said caused the wounds to both Kennedy and Connolly. Well, okay, I'm learning a lot. Exhibit 399. Are you all learning anything if you didn't know about it? Because this is the first time I've heard about this kind of stuff. It is. Yeah, it's kind of wild, ain't it? The man was carrying a Colt 38 revolver in his right hand, and while millions of people watched on television, he moved quickly to within a few feet of Oswald and fired one shot into Oswald's abdomen. I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who these people are. I don't know. Oswald groaned and quickly lost consciousness, and within 7 minutes, Oswald was at Parkland Hospital, where, without having regained consciousness, he was pronounced dead at 1:07. There's the number 1 and the 7, okay, and 1:07 p.m. The man who killed Oswald was Jack Ruby. He was instantly arrested and later confined in a cell on the 5th floor of the Dallas police jail. And the whole world watched. The whole world watched it happen. Okay. Via the media. Let me look at this, you all. So I got to read this. Under interrogation, he denied that the killing of Oswald was in any way connected with a conspiracy involving the assassination of President Kennedy. He maintained that he killed Oswald in a temporary fit of depression and a rage over the president's death. Ruby was transferred the following day to the county jail without notice to the press or the police officers not directly involved in the transfer. Indicted for the murder of Oswald by the state of Texas on November the 26th, 1963, Ruby was found guilty on March the 14th of 1964 and sentenced to death. So this is a carousel, whatever that is. Jack Ruby. You think there's clues in here about anything? That's somebody's body. Okay, that's the one body. This is the motorcade, you all. The motorcade. Oh, wow, this is a lot to look at. Let's see vine number 1. So it's not like the motorcades today. The motorcades today takes up the whole thing. This is the Dealey Plaza, Dallas, Texas. The locations of selected witnesses. Number 1 was the Texas School Book Depository, now called the Dallas County Annex. This is the Texas school book place right there. Number 2 is the Daltex building, now called the Elm building. There's a building right there where there was an eyewitness over there. Number 3 was the Dallas County Records building. So there's the Dallas County reckless, whatever building. Number 4 was the County Criminal Courts building, which houses the county jail and the Sherman's office. You know what's really interesting? That these were all around a government-centered area. That's really weird. The Criminal Courts building, which houses the county jail and the sheriff's offices, is number 4. It's all right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 court official government buildings right here. 5 is the Union Terminal North Tower. These were eyewitnesses. How they got some eyewitnesses? Okay, I guess, or maybe these are just the name of the buildings. These are the eyewitnesses. The Grassy Knoll is number 6, the Grassy Knoll. Number 7 is the wooden picket fence. The wooden picket fence. Number 8 is the concrete pergola. The concrete pergola. Number 9 is the parking area. Where's the parking area? Right there. I guess this happened on that day. I see 171 people watching. That's great. That's a good number. Old Courthouse is number 10. This is, wow, this must be, I wonder how old that courthouse was. It looks really ancient. It really does. 11 is the Union Terminal Building. There's the master number 11. Master number 11. Why did they choose 11 things to identify? I know why. Wait a minute. We just saw the number 11 earlier, too. We did. Let's see if I can get it. We saw the number 11. Right here. We saw it right here. Right there. This was the letter that was written. So we saw that. These are the location of the selected witnesses. The policeman was J.W. Foster, which he was over here. Sam Holland and other railroad workers. B is James Togg. So that's right there. C was Jean Hill and Mary Mormon. Is B. Where's the B? Oh, no, we're on C. C. Where is C? They're right there. Beverly Oliver, the babushka lady. The babushka lady, whatever that means, right there. E is Charles Brim and Son. That's E. F is Emmett Hudson. Emmett Hudson was right there. G was Abraham Zapruder. Abraham Zapruder. Where are you, G? Right there. H is Railroad Supervisor Lee Bowers. Where's the H? We got the H. Where on earth is the H? It's way up there. It's way up there is the H at the top. I is the Bill Newman family was I. Bill Newman's family was right there. J was James Algens. That's where James was at. K was the John Chisholms. So K, you are we just looking at the areas. I want to find K. Right there. I is the Philip Willis family. H-I-J-K. L is the Philip Willis. Find the L, you are. Where is the L? Is over here. M is Roy Truly. Roy Truly, Billy Lovelady, and other depository employees. These are strange names. Roy Truly, Billy Lovelady, and other depository employees. That was M. That's hard to read. That's right there. N is Howard Brennan. N is Howard Brennan. I've heard the word Brenham. That's the first shot right there. O is Charles Bronson. That's the actor, Charles Bronson. Do you think it was the... What? Charles Bronson? Do you think that was the actor, Charles Bronson? An actor? Was that actor? Is that a name of an actor that was over there? That... Or is that just like... It's making me hot. Charles Bronson? Wow. Roger, Craig, and other deputy sheriffs were P. Where is the letter P? Right there. They're over here. They're over here. He'd be in his 20s. And then Q. Oh, they stopped at the letter Q. Why did they stop at the letter Q? The umbrella man. The umbrella man was the Q. Where is the Q? Where is the Q? I can't find the Q. The Q. Ice. Look. ICE. The Q. Hello, Debbie. I don't even know who this. This is the JFK assassination, the umbrella man. I know nothing about this until today. And there's the window on the 6th floor. How many windows are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows total going that way. There's one gap, one space up here. On my chessboard that I saw in a vision during a live stream, there was one thing above a pawn, 2 steps beyond a pawn, and there was a move on the chessboard that went that way. It's literally how it went that way. And this was the good side of the chessboard, and there was only one row left up here, and then the other side of the chessboard was covered in a shadow and then darkness. But there were 2 rows on the other side of the chessboard, and there was all these smaller things that were identical, and then there's big black, they were dark and they were black, and they had a pointed hat, and then there was like 1 or 2 right next to it. That's what reminded me of. This is weird. It's strange. This was a newspaper. It's made me tired. It's drained my energy, you all. Yeah. Professor, it makes you nervous to even talk about these things that Trump and his alleged ties to fake photos and videos and stuff. Okay. Your comments are allowed on here as long as you're not rude and disrespectful. You are. And there's some regular people who are on here and they comment, and there's some new people on here who comment. You're free to comment as long as you are not outright disrespectful, because what you have to say matters. It does. But I am going to go. That was a newspaper that I found in the blue suitcase. It was in a blue suitcase that Ken had took on his trip. And it was that newspaper right here. And I better put it back in that. Let me put it back. I'm going to put the newspaper back in here. The one place he wanted to visit. I'm going to put it back. This drained my energy, you all. There must have been a lot of energy coming through. Right there. Oh. And this was with it. I'm going to stick this picture of Ken. Oh. The world's largest honky-tonk with over 120,000 square feet of family fun. Yeah. Billy Bob's. Billy Bobby loves Charlene. It's like that song. It's like that song that goes, and Billy Bobby loves Charlene. And the whole town said the fool should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene in John Deere Green. That song, in John Deere Green. Yeah. I am going to go. I am. Oh, you're welcome. I've never heard it before. Professor Honey, I'm confused about a lot of things, and so are a lot of other people. And some things we'll never be able to make sense out of, but you'll have some knowledge of it, some type of information of some things, but you may not have all the information, just a little tidbit here and there. And it's fine. It's learned a little history lesson. Thank you, moderators. You're so welcome. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Join that button. Let's hope they don't I get myself in trouble again. So be it. I'm just reading a newspaper is all. And I'm not adding anything to it except things that sound similar. Yeah. You're welcome. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you, Albert Brooks, Al Honey, Carol Honey. If there's any other honeys on here, thank you all. Love you.